I was like, there. My name is Tlou. I am an education leader here at Genius. For most people coming into Genius, they come from a psych background, studying psychology. My story is a little bit different. I actually studied a BCOM Accounting, trying to go into the accounting field. I thought I was going to go into the accounting field. During my university years, I started tutoring, loved it, fell in love with the education space, and always thought, you know what, I can continue this while I work in the corporate space. So I tried to balance, the corporate space and the tutoring space, but my love for education just outweighed what I was experiencing in the corporate space. So I went full-time into tutoring and just, really dug deep into the education space, and did that for about 12 years. Enjoyed it, tutored many subjects, and eventually found this role as an education leader. I think what sets Genius apart is just how involved we are with the whole journey of a student. We start with really understanding the goal from not just the student's point of view, but the family's point of view. And then from that, we build such personal relationships with the parents and with the students and also the teachers. And also how involved the tutors are. I think they also realize what an important role they play in the student's life. And they get really involved in the journey, and it's so beautiful just to see so many stakeholders have the students' best interest at heart. I think my favorite part of working at Genius is that it's not just a tutoring company. We don't just look at just providing tuition. We really, really focus on building great personal relationships with the students, with the parents. Me personally, what I really love about this role is just the growth that I've seen in myself in the leadership space, communication space, and also just business skills. We work on the referral space and also collaborating with other stakeholders. So that's really been my favorite part as well. A very special memory that comes to mind that really impacted me is a student that we had, and unfortunately had to repeat grade 7 just because he was really struggling at school. He came to us not knowing if he'll ever pass grade 7, and he was really just not motivated and has lost all hope. And now, with the help of his team, with us working with him, showing him that he can do it, he not only is thriving in grade 7, but he is on his way to get some academic colours and honours. So really just proud of how much effort he put in once he saw the progress. And that's such a special story to me, one of my favourite memories that I'll always hold dear to my heart from Genius. I would say the culture at Genius is actually so diverse. We have so many different people working in the office. Something that I love about the culture is just how supportive we are as a team, working together, and also the growth that we see in each other. I think we're all promoting and encouraging growth in each other. We collaborate as a team. I think that's the biggest thing. And I love that in this culture we work with the tutors as well, not just so far removed from the tutors, and it doesn't feel so, separated from all the different aspects in, the Genius role as well. A day in the life for an education leader is so different and so dynamic. I wish I could tell you exactly what my 8 to 5 would look like every day, but it just depends what is needed. There's no set, schedule every day of what you have to achieve and what you have to do. Some days I'm meeting heavy, so I'm meeting with my tutor teams, the students and clients. Another day could just be, really focused on admin and also setting up, the next week and focusing on student leadership as well. And some days I'm out working with stakeholders, working on my referral network as well. I would say something that surprised me and something I look forward to every week is just engaging with tutors and getting so much information and feedback about each case and how involved you have to be as well in each case. For me, coming from just tutoring, and that's basically what I was doing for a very long time, coming to a role that is not just tutoring, you have so many moving parts, with the student being at the center of it all and having to handle, let's say, 10 cases at the same time. So going from a very intense, first month kind of a training program where you learning new things, learning different aspects of this role, which outside of tutoring, trying to build relationships with the families as well. But throughout the whole training, I would say it's very, you're very supported by the leadership side of Genius. You can always go ask any of the team leaders any questions if you don't understand anything. And the training for sure promotes growth. You have to be willing to know you don't know things and learn about those things and open yourself up to growing and asking questions. The starting salary when you come into training as an education leader is 28,000 Rand. And I think that amount is such a great motivator for new graduates or people just, starting an entry-level job. Unlike when you start an internship where you're learning, getting the experience, and you don't get paid as much. This role allows you to not only learn, but also financially grow as well. It's a stepping stone, so you gain the experience for whatever you want to do in the future, but at the same time, you're also setting yourself up financially as well. It's a great motivator, definitely, but you have to put in the work. It obviously compensates you accordingly, so you'll see yourself working, but at the end of the day, it's all worth it. So it's a great motivator, and I think it's so important that an entry-level job like this offers trainees such an amazing package as well. What really excited me about the growth opportunities is I could tangibly see them. I would say the growth opportunities here at Genius are very clear. You join the team as a trainee, and then you become a junior education leader, senior education leader, and then you can become a team leader. One thing I really like about the growth opportunities is that they're very tangible and they're really straightforward. You know from the beginning what you need to put in and the work you need to put into to grow in this role. For me, coming into this role, it wasn't necessarily an entry-level job for me. It wasn't my first job. I wanted a role where the growth is tangible. I didn't want it to be something that I couldn't see or not know about, because that's something I want to work towards, of course, in this role. I would say the biggest lesson learned as an education leader here at Genius is just how important it is to work as a team and collaborate with others. I definitely was working more in a private solo space in my tutoring experience. It's just so much more impactful when you have everybody working as a team. You're collaborating with the teachers and with the family and having the goal in mind. And I think that's honestly my favorite part. And biggest lesson learned is just how important it is to work as a team and collaborate with all stakeholders. If you are looking for a space to work with like-minded people, to see personal growth, and also to develop your skills, leadership, communication, that's what I would recommend the education leadership role for. And also for graduates, for new people trying to get into the workspace. This role will give you so much experience, no matter what you do in the corporate space or in the education space. You'll get that experience in this role.